Right. Now, I read the first one. I love the first one.
Thank you.
I've just been so slammed. I haven't gotten to the second one, and I didn't even know you had finished the third one. And now you're working on the fourth?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, fourth is done.
That's done?
Fourth's done.
Oh my.
Working on the fifth.
Do you do books on tape?
No. That's too expensive.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is amazing. Now, I gotta ask, did you have any formal training? Because when I was reading, it was almost like the page was talking to me. The visuals were forming in my head as I was reading. It was very, very, graphic oriented. It was really
Thank
good.
You. No, I had no training. I got inspired after reading the first couple Harry Potter books, and
I was going to ask you. I wonder if J.K. Rowling was somewhat of an inspiration.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
she's a brilliant woman.
Because your books take place, I don't want to give anything away, but I'm a huge fan of time travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a lot of segueing back and forth, shall we say, memories taken from one time period, all of a sudden find themselves.
There was a little time travel, in the first book.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I expect that any more of that in the following books?
Maybe book 6. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to 6 or not, but we'll see.
No, it's when I'm reading this, I always do this with every book I read. I always try to find out which particular character. Is there a character in your book, Bonner's Ferry, that is one that you find somewhat autobiographical? Is there one that you...
My lead character, yes.
Okay. All right.
There's a little bit of me in her.
I knew it.
Not all.
Wow. Now, was it tough, being able to write, not just by chapter, but you almost have to have another set of eyes, if you will, like a lot of comics and screenwriters. They'll send me stuff, go, hey, I'm working on a script. What do you think of this? Could you give me an honest assessment? Did you have friends that you would have read as you were writing the book and say, what do you think of this? Or would you wait till it was completely done, get an editor to go through and clean it up like all editors do?
First book, no. I had no assistance with anyone. I wrote it, gave it out to a couple of friends, and got some really good responses. So I decided, well, let's keep going, because I know there's more to the story than just book 1. So now I have an editor that's been looking at the last 3 that I've done.
Oh, has that helped out a lot?
Oh, absolutely.
You must be doing conference calls on
She's great. She's really good. She gives me some good ideas, different ways to write things, explain them a little bit better. So she's been a godsend for me.
How tough is it to get it published? I mean, every writer I talk to, obviously that's the goal, to get it out to as many people as you can. And I know what with the advent of the internet, you have a Facebook page, you also have a website, and I believe you're also connected with Amazon?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you can go to any of those sites.
But you have to have like in comedy, you have to have an agent before you can go on auditions. You just can't, so is it difficult as you are like an independent?
Yes.
To be, it's almost like a catch-22. Well, you need an agent in order to take it to the next step, but however, how can I get myself an agent until I get the work done and they read you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm self-published. I didn't even try to go through the traditional. I've heard too many stories about it, so I decided to do the self-publishing.
More control, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have control over the entire book, the cover, the font size, the book size, and all that stuff.
Who did the artwork? I really like the artwork.
The covers, actually have a website that you can go to, and you can choose.
And what's the website?
I don't know what the website is. No.
You know what it is like? How about your Facebook?
My husband actually does all the research for me and then brings it up, and I
have to tell the folks that David also works at Harvey's, and every time, I'm not kidding, every time before he'd go on stage, he'd go like, you gotta get Liz on your show. Please get Liz on your show. We'd go back and forth. I go, okay, I gotta go out to a set, I'll come right back. So it's like, but I'm telling you, and you have done a lot of media, and you've also done a lot of book signings and
I've got a pretty good schedule here going on for the rest of the year. We've got the Vegas Valley Children's Book Festival coming up on the 3rd of November. That's a 3-day event. I've got a place in El Dorado Hills called Face in a Book on the 17th of November. Barnes & Noble in December at the Dakota Square Mall in Minot, North Dakota. And then I got a really good one coming up in March. I'm going to do a radio interview in Chicago inside the Squared Circle with Frankie Rodriguez.
Oh, that's gonna be. Is that AM? Is that the I think the name sounds familiar.
I think it's AM.
I think it's a top one. Yeah.
We've already done one over the phone, and he invited me to come
to Chicago.
So I'll be going there. And,
man, Liz, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Now, can folks go to your Facebook page? Can we friend you on Facebook?
Absolutely. Actually, my husband set up another Facebook page called Bonner's Ferry. So
Bonner's, and that's B-O-N as in Nancy, E-R-S?
F-A-I-R-Y.
F-A-I-R, Bonner's Ferry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no apostrophe, just Bonner's.
No apostrophe.
Ferry.
Straight Bonner's Ferry.
And where did you get the idea for that?
Well, I was traveling when I was writing my first book. I hadn't had a title yet.
Is that up in Idaho?
It was in Idaho.
I had a feeling.
I saw the name on the map.
Okay.
Bonner's Ferry, and we clicked. We just clicked.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So I've had a really good reception there. I've done 2 book signings in Bonner's Ferry.
Up in Bonner's Ferry?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
That is so cool. What is the eventual goal? What do you hope to do with all this? I would think probably have it a screenwriter come on board, maybe pitch it as
I've got some contacts that are working on it and want to pitch it to movies.
Wow.
But that's probably not for a while yet.
But
yeah. I might write a book 6, not sure yet. But if I don't, I have other ideas.
That was the next thing I was going to ask you. Like, obviously you don't have like a cap. It's almost when you finish a book. I know it's like having a baby. In my case, it'd be adopting one. But anyway, it's like, do you think that, well, I can't really quite end it. There's more I could go with this. So there's no definitive ending. It's just how your creative process, like, maybe I have enough for a new book.
Right. Book 4, I thought that was going to be the last one. And I was just about ready to end it when I went, oh my gosh. There's more to this story than that, so I'm still writing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a murder mystery after this series is over.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's your husband?
It'd be fun.
Husband?
No.
Okay. Folks, Liz Patterson, Bonner's Ferry. Go to Facebook at Bonner's Ferry. And you know what? We got to stay in touch, too, because I want to follow your progress. And we're also going to give some books away, aren't we?
Absolutely. I've got a hardcover and softcover of the very first book, Bonner's Ferry, to give away. So I'll leave these with you.
You know what? I will do that. In fact, I'll tease that and say that so I can talk about it even more, and then we'll give the books away.
Yeah, wonderful. We'll be seeing your friend, Mr. Record, when we go to Vegas.
Really?
We're going to see his show.
Oh, great show.
Yeah, I saw a little clip of it on YouTube and thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be fun.
Now, where are you going to go see him at?
I think it's Harrah's.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Checking. Liz Patterson, author on Professional Women's Wednesday. Thank you so much. Are you going to be dressed up as anything for Halloween, Liz? Or?
No, got to go home and pack.
Oh, okay. That sounds scary. You're going to go as an airline TSA?
I'm dressed up with my bat earrings today.
I see the bats on there.